On November 12th, 2012, Black Ops 2 released to critical and fan acclaim, and along with it came another iteration to the Zombies mode that encapsulated so many. Black Ops 1 was most people's entry into zombies, with maps like Kino der Toten, 5, and Ascension. But maybe its most confusing map was Moon. See, the DLC maps of BO1 had Easter eggs, completing this wild, stupid, crazy plotline until you get rewarded with perks or a death machine. This is true for Moon, but it came with a twist. You witnessed the Earth getting blown up. This grand finale where you literally launch missiles at Earth. It was crazy. And now for Black Ops 2, Treyarch revealed that on day 1, we're going to experience this destroyed Earth via the town of Green Run. And Nuketown Zombies, who cares? Green Run is a destroyed town that has various points of interest. That all sounds well and good if not for a transportation system. Unlike the teleporters of old, the bus, as it's simply referred to, takes you from location to location as you collect parts, build craftables, and turn on the power. Once arriving in the town hub, we can open the bank and we're allowed to store 1,000 points for another game or take 1,000 points from a previous deposit. It's a fantastic idea, along with the fridge, which gives you the ability to store any weapon. It makes all 3 Victus maps on Black Ops 2 feel more unique. But not soon after the bank does the bus leave again for the depot, starting the whole cycle over again. This doesn't sound too bad on paper. In fact, it was a casual's dream, but it's until you realize that the bus doesn't stop. You have staggered bus departings from each section, so get whatever you need quickly before you get left behind. If the bus driver Ted does leave without you, no problem, all you have to do is run through the fog. Once you're, I'll say, 10 seconds into the fog, you're jumped by the denizens, who scratch and claw you, and could even possibly kill you. An entire horde can follow you, and it limits how fast you can traverse the dead zones of the map, even killing you. This is the denizens' reason, as Treyarch was overly ambitious with this map. They flew too close to the sun, and when they realized it wouldn't run well on the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3, they added them in and the fog so everything could load somewhat smoothly. Another problem lies in our characters. We aren't playing with our ultimate characters of Black Ops 1 with Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and Richtofen. Instead, we have a new group later called Victus. This is a permanent change, unlike Call of Dead's one-off characters. Misty, Russman, Stuhlinger, and Martin are all just kind of there. I think Misty is the obviously number 1 choice, but even her quotes aren't that memorable. Russman is Russman, Stuhlinger is able to hear Richtofen in his head, and then Marlton is a character. The banter with the 4 stereotypes in Black Ops 1 made everything seem calmer, even when you're on round 20 with an MPL. Now it's just kind of awkward, I suppose. Finally, its biggest disadvantage is the lava. Much like the fog, it's in place to slow you down and even kill you, which is subtly pointing you towards joining Ted on the bus. This wouldn't be a problem if not for the zombies catching fire. When they hit you, it messes with your screen, and they blow up when you kill them, which also messes with your screen. It's by far one of the worst additions to zombies, but hey, Black Ops 4 exists. Tranzit is different than most Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs, mainly because there's 2 options to do. You're able to activate the pylon in Maxis or Richtofen's favor. I always thought this was kind of interesting, but the steps to get there are super difficult, with building the jet gun, the power weapon on the game, and fighting the Avogadro. The wonder weapon on the map is called the jet gun, which is quite stupid. It's a craftable weapon that can break on you. Although it does do infinite damage, the durability just is not there for it to hold any water. The Avogadro appears on the map when you turn on the power, but if you have an EMP grenade, you can just throw it at him and can do some damage, I guess. In a way, he's kind of like George Romero on Call of the Dead. Transit is considered the second best map for the Victus crew in Black Ops 2. It sits behind Buried mainly because Buried is just an all-around solid map. Transit is probably the middle of the road for zombies as you could get, which is ironic considering you're driving on a road. 2 years ago, everyone was talking about Zombies Chronicles 2, and if it was ever going to happen in the future. Transit could easily be one of the best maps ever, with only a few changes, but here we sit today. Transit is an enigma within the Call of Duty zombie maps. Nothing like it has ever been tried before nor since, and that's probably due to the reception and reputation this map has received over the years. Its legacy is now the transit parts, with Town being regarded as one if not the best survival experiences, Farm being a chaotic mess, and then Bus Depot. This wouldn't be the last time we see our Victus crew as they also appear on Die Rise and Buried, one definitely better than the other. They also return to finish up the Ether story in Tag der Toten, but their legacy is also tainted as that other crew that just exists, which is really disheartening. I never really played Transit. My group always used to run Town. That was kind of the go-to back in the day because it had everything in just a small area. Transit is still populated today with the majority of Black Ops 2 on it, and that's always good to see. Transit may not be remembered fondly, but it's always worth the risk to try, even if you fail.